Arsenal title charge really over? I mean, the last couple of games have been terrible to see, terrible to watch, terrible to digest. I didn't really do a video on the Liverpool game because I was like, what exactly do I want to say? It's beginning to feel like I will be sounding repetitive. But I mean, this Newcastle game, I almost lost my head. And I know that fans will say, oh, don't be reactionary. For this one, or more, I go there reactionary. You won't win league, but you know won't win league. Your mind go there. First of all, who do I even start with first? I start with Ateta. I mean, this is your squad, this is your team. In the transfer window, you said you were okay with your team. You did the best you could, but this cannot be the best. That's just the honest truth. What were you thinking? Were you thinking that Odegaard was not going to get injured at all? Like, what exactly were you thinking? Like, the thing they bust my brain because if Saka is injured now, who is going to deputize for Saka? And my goodness, before I talk about Martinelli and Trossard, those two hideous twins, no, no, the first blame has to go to Arteta and Edu because I feel like this squad management is actually ridiculous, to be very honest. This was one game that we know that, do you understand, we need to get this point. And it feels like maybe Man City has given us a lifeline. But I mean, why is it that every season, week in, week out, us getting a trophy has to rely on other people's performances? Because if we are fully aware that getting a trophy is based on just our performances, we should not be playing the rubbish that we played yesterday. What we did at Liverpool was terrible. What we did at Bournemouth, I mean, was mind wrecking. But you see this Newcastle game, this one busted my brain because it felt like we're not even playing for anything at all. I don't understand. You want to be Premier League champions, and that is the mentality that you carry. More, there are so many narratives that like I would have wanted to diffuse after the game. But right now, I don't even know. Like I said, I don't even know where to start from. But you see, Ateta. Ateta is my first person. Like I'm going after Ateta. Because what exactly was the plan? That's actually the truth. What exactly was the plan? We have had like two near misses in the last 2 seasons. And this does not even feel like a near miss. Imagine your title chart being over in November. That is actually like crazy. Because it puts like different things into perspective. It just feels like at the end of the day, it will just be a near miss for us. And I see some fans saying, oh, you're not afraid of Liverpool. You know they're afraid, K. You go there afraid, oh. Because right now we are 7 points behind Liverpool. So whether you think that it is just like a facade, or you think that they are not doing well, or you think that everything is just there, or more, they are proper title contenders. Because as long as they're on top of the table right now, and they are getting those points, that's one thing about football. That's one thing about the league. You cannot afford to drop these points. We have not played Man City yet. We have not played Chelsea yet. So you cannot actually afford to, you have not played Manchester United in the league yet. You cannot afford to drop these points. So it is very critical to understand that we saying, oh, we don't care about Liverpool. It's not dawning on us that I don't know if it's not dawning on Arteta. Like I said, this very video, I'm going to be reactionary because I feel like we deserve it. Like, and as Ateta rightly said, we didn't deserve to win. You can't play that rubbish and deserve to win. I know maybe once or twice we have gotten away with playing rubbish second half football and like we get away with it and we still win. But from the first minute of the game, we did not look like ourselves. And that is becoming like a routine thing. In the last 6 games, we have not kept a clean sheet. Like, and we claim to be the best defender in the league. We claim to have Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes, and we cannot keep it tight there. Okay, we always have this philosophy of if we are not scoring, at least let's not concede. But we are not even doing both. We are not scoring, and we are conceding. Where did it go wrong for us? Because I feel like we're saying the same thing over and over again. And like I said, that's why I didn't even do a video last week. Because I'm like, what exactly do I want to even say? These are games that we have to kill off and kill off well and move on to the next. I know at the end of the day, they come and they tweet and say we move forward together. I know they move forward with you because as it is right now, what will they move forward to? I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. Okay, let's start with the game. Let's start with the lineups. I think to be very honest, I'm not a fan of Thomas Partey at right back, but that was like that has to be like the best lineup he could come with. That's just the honest truth. If Ben White was not fit, even Timber that played at left back, we could see that he was not fully fit. And I know that we go on and on and on about saying, oh, he's buying defenders and he's doing this and he's doing that. But these defenders cannot even stay fit. Tomiyasu is not fit. Caliaforo is not fit. At the end of the day, okay, let's even rewind to the summer transfer window. we wanted to win the Premier League this season, right? That was the goal, to win trophies, to win Champions League, to win the Premier League. And for us to win the Premier League, we got in Merino, we got in Caliafori, and we got in, what else did we get? We got in Raheem Sterling. Now, do we see Raheem Sterling doing us in permanent sites? I don't think so. Do you see Merino? Let's not even talk about Merino now. I will get there. Then do you see Caliafori? We can't have Caliafori for 3 games straight fit. Now, these players, it just feels like these players will just keep us in the same position we were at last season. It just feels like there's really no like change, to be very honest. And that's what is mind blowing. Because when I ask what exactly was the plan, was the plan to ensure that all your players stay fit? Because the truth is that these players will never stay fit. It's football. Like there are days that okay, what happens even if Odaga was not fit? What if he was having like a bad series of games? We're not going to have like a replacement. And I'm not trying to say that selling Smith Rowe was the issue. Because I know that Arsenal fans also jump on this and say, oh, Smith Rowe is the issue. If only he had not Smith Rowe, if he had not smoked Fabio Vieira, your mind go there. Smith Rowe and Fabio Vieira were there last season and they could still not make a change. So my point is that Smith Rowe and Vieira, they are not the problem. The problem is that how can Edu and Ateta say they have not looked at the market to say, oh, we have a problem. What's the solution? Can I have it? Let's never. My father, my father. Kai Havertz, I said the last time I recorded the podcast that I like Kai Havertz because he does the simple things. But yesterday he did not do the simple things well. And oh my God, he was terrible to watch. I know a lot of players were terrible to watch. I mean, all of them were terrible to watch, except maybe Thomas Partey. And like I said, there's nobody in that Arsenal squad right now that can bench Thomas Partey in that midfield. Absolutely nobody. Be it Declan Rice, be it Merino. I don't know what the question is, but Merino is definitely not the answer. Merino cannot be the answer to any question right now at Arsenal. Because, do you know the funny thing? Before Merino came, Ateta talked about, oh, if I don't win a duel, I'm upset. The Merino brother is not even winning duels. He's losing the ball on the goddamn pitch. Like, he's even losing the ball in critical area. And I'm like, what is this brother doing? And I know people give the excuse that, oh, he has to adapt, La Liga this, La Liga that. For goodness sake, that is not good enough. That is not good. Like he has been terrible to watch for the better part of it. And he's not the solution. That, like I said, I don't know what the answer, what the question is, but Merino can never be the answer. At best, he's a squad player. At best, maybe an FA Cup or Carling player. But for now, for what like I said, if you like say I'm reaction, I don't want you consign. But for today, at best, he's just a squad team player. Okay, let's even look at the players that played against Newcastle. David Raya. I don't have much to say about him. I mean, the as more the season goes, I feel like there's little. He had one or two, proper ball distributions, but aside that, nothing to say about him. Our defense to me it was non-existent. Gabriel Saliba to me had a very poor game. Gabriel Magalhaes for most of the time I did not even see him. So that goal that they considered really, really. I mean, why? Why? But let's not even go into that. Timber was not fully fit. So there's really nothing much I can say concerning Timber. I mean, there's more to expect from him because, I mean, he has showed us what he's capable of. But like I said, I don't even blame him starting Timber because our brother Zinchenko came into the pitch and he was playing like, for lack of better words, a madman. Because you cannot come into the pitch when your team is 1 man down and you're playing that you don't understand what is at stake. I saw a tweet saying that Zinchenko was playing like he wanted to punish Arteta for starting Luis Skelly ahead of him. And at this point, he has staked a good claim why he should never play Premier League game for us again. In short, in January, I feel like him and the likes of Gabriel Jesus, they should just pack their bags and be leaving the club because there's no future. Arteta wants to turn a game around and he brings in Gabriel Jesus and Zinchenko and they are playing like under 17s. For goodness sakes, these are Premier League winners. Premier League winners that are playing as if they don't know what is at stake. That's actually around rubbish. Like, oh God. I'm even being very nice because it feels like my anger has even settled down a bit. Okay, let's even leave those defenders. I tried back Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey did the best he could. Like I said, to me, Thomas Partey was the man of the match for us. I mean, he played like he knew what was at stake. And it's very funny to see that throughout this season, he has been very fit. So, I don't know if he's looking for a new contract, but at this point, if Arteta and Edu cannot find a replacement for Thomas Partey, please lock him down. Give him 2 years. If you can give Jorginho 2 years, you can as well give Thomas Partey I'm of that opinion right now because it does not look like there's any way forward for us. That's just the honest truth. So Thomas Partey, to me, he did the best he could in that game. Even when he moved to the midfield, you could see the passes that he was giving. You can see the difference between him and any other gunman that we put in that midfield. That's just the honest truth. So Thomas Partey for me was the man of the match. I'm not saying that. Well, I am actually saying that he was the best player on the pitch for Arsenal. Yes, against Newcastle. That's just the truth. We look at the midfield, Rice and Merino. That is not working at all. Declan Rice has not yet hit the ground running. And to me, that is a problem. That's just the honest truth. Like I said, the first season, he was fantastic for us. And even if you cannot replicate that, even if there's fatigue, just try, brother, try. Brother, for goodness sake, just try. Like he's gonna, okay, you're not playing well. At least play the set pieces well. Do you understand? These are the little things. These are the little things. Okay, 90 minutes on the pitch. You're not playing well. You're not giving those passes. You're not making those good runs. I understand that. But the set pieces, the corner kicks, the free kicks that we know that, okay, we can get opportunities from those. At least play them well, my brother. Like, I don't even understand. Like I said, Merino, there's nothing I want to say about Merino. There's actually nothing I want to say today that will be good about Merino because there's nothing good to say. He's sluggish. He does not play like a bright footballer. Because I mean, the simplest of passes that we thought, okay, this is what he does for like a living. He's not doing them. Do you know the funny thing? When we want to buy players or when there's a player on the market, you see the best comps of these players. I mean, before we got Merino, I watch comps tire. Like I watch comps tire. But you come to the Premier League and everybody says, oh, Premier League is different, it's difficult to adapt. We get. But we'll see signs that you're a bright player. Decision making, you're not showing signs that you're a bright player. You're losing. Okay, if you cannot use the ball, don't lose the ball. But you're losing the ball and you cannot use the ball. Is that not madness? To me, that is pure foolishness. And they say, like I said, let's push Marino aside. Let's talk about our football, our attacking players, because those ones too. I don't even think Arsenal had a shot on target yesterday. Like we had about 6 shots off target, but I don't think Arsenal actually had. That says a lot. Now, with all due respect, Martinelli is done at Arsenal. There's no hope. See, there's no future for Martinelli. Gabriel Martinelli, he can never learn. You see, what he's playing now, this is the best Martinelli can ever do for us at Arsenal. Let me just be honest with you. You see what he did last season, last 2 seasons? That's the best. That's his peak. And I'm not even trying to be abusive or I'm not even trying to be erratic. But Martinelli could not go past his man yesterday, not once. And even when he tried to go past his man and he got space, he could not still make a proper decision in the final third. If that does not tell you what is wrong with him, then I don't think anything else can. It is the same thing. It is the same style of play. He's not even trying. He's not even making efforts to do things differently. How are you a professional footballer? How are you a professional winger? Like I don't know if something needs to be reworked in his mentality. But Martinelli at left wing is done at us now. There's nothing. See, nothing will change because we've been saying this for the past 3 seasons, brother. When you go past your man, look up and look for like the best solution. But brother is not looking up. Like how? How do you want to make the best decision when you're not when your head is always on the goddamn ground? For goodness sake, okay, do you know what? Okay, try to go past your man at least. You can't. You can He could wasn't Livramento, so who was it? He could not go past his man for once. And even when he oh my goodness, Trossard, his elder brother, was even the worst. Because Ateta playing Trossard at 10, maybe he's even just trying to self-compensate, I don't get. But that was like so Ateta looked Trossard eyeball to eyeball in that halftime and allowed Trossard to come back. Allowed Trossard to come back for that second half. Both him and Ateta, they're actually crazy. That's the honest truth. If Ateta looked Trossard eyeball to eyeball after the first half he played, I said, do you know what, brother, you can still come and continue. Both of them are actually very mad. That's just the honest truth. Because when I watched Trossard in that first half, I was beginning to think that, okay, is something okay? Is he mentally fine? Like, just like, is everything, like, Jonathan, like, is he physically okay? Is he injured? Because he was playing like someone that had nothing to play for. And he came back to the second half and he continued the same thing. But you know, now that I think about it, I don't even blame him because you remove Trossard and you bring Wijnaldum. I understand. Honestly, I have no bias again. I love Wijnaldum like his son. Like, how will I put it now? I love Wijnaldum, to be honest, and he's a fantastic player. I mean, he's showing what he can do. But aside Wijnaldum, who else will Arteta actually brought to change in the game? Because now that I think of it, he brought in Zinchenko and Gabriel Jesus, and they were short. when I say hideous twins, hideous quadruplets, Trossard, Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus, and Zinchenko. They don't deserve, in short, Arsenal fans don't deserve this rubbish. They don't. We actually don't deserve this rubbish. Me, oh, man, I don't care about other Arsenal fans. So me, oh, I don't deserve to watch that 90 minutes I watched yesterday. I don't deserve it. And we can say, okay, the injuries, that this, and that. When was it not some of you people that were saying that Odegaard was chopping Saka's space? Were it not some of you that were saying, oh, Odegaard holds the position, Odegaard is this, Odegaard is that, Odegaard is this? No, no, do you know the funny thing? At the end of the day, Odegaard is not even like the solution to the problem we have right now, but he's part of the solution. He's not the full solution, but part of the solution. Because we cannot go games like this and think that, okay, it's okay, we go again next week. Or we don't go again next week, or we need to talk about it. Look at how Newcastle was beating our press. They were so okay for us to hold the ball because they will know that we're not going to do jack shit with the ball. That's why they were very okay of us holding the ball, holding possession. Because see, if we played 200 minutes of that game, do you know what happened? We will not have still won that game. We will still not have won that game at all. I don't know. This is a lot. This is a lot for Arteta to think about. There's a lot for him to think about. I don't even need to go. Like I said, let's just. Do you know what? Let's just move on. Let's just focus on the Inter Milan game. We play Chelsea next in the Premier League. We play Inter Milan next in the Champions League. I don't know what Arteta wants to do. But Arteta needs to figure out what exactly he has to do for this team to get firing again. This team has to get firing again. Now, for our title hopes, I will not say our title hopes is fully done, but I think we are almost at the stage where it's fully done because we cannot keep dropping points. We still have a lot of tough teams to play. We are currently fourth on the table. And if Aston Villa wins again this weekend, that means just now we are going to go down the pecking order. If Chelsea wins again, we go down the pecking order. So my point is that there's still a slight hope. But at the end of the day, it feels like we're still going to be focusing on other people's performances because now it feels like we have to focus on Liverpool and Man City dropping points because we're not sure of getting those points. Well, let's just hope he figures it out. Let's just hope that him and his boys figure it out. Because once again, we have given Newcastle the upper hand. I mean, look at Eddie Howe's post-match conference, the disrespect. But I don't blame him because if we won that game, what is my business with listening to Eddie Howe's post-match conference? Why would I be listening to that? But let's just hope that let's just say at the back of our mind, maybe the Man City game actually, Man City loss actually gives us a lifeline. But to me, that's not it. That's not football. That's not it for me at all. And you can't complain about officiating today. Like, you can't complain about officiating this weekend. So, what exactly do you want to complain about? Like, over time, I've been complaining about the red card, the yellow card, the inconsistency. But today, we can't complain about that. It's just how we played. We're awful. We deserve to lose. And for me, that's that. Well, now, on a much lighter note, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you guys for watching till the end of this episode. Have a great week. Bye.